Hi YouTubers, create-a-liscious here after a very frustrating afternoon of videoing everything and then it just won't upload. So here I am again, doing it a different way again, and hopefully you'll get to see this one, but clearly if you don't then you won't even know that I've sent that message, so it doesn't really matter. So I hope you've had a really good week or weekend wherever you are in the world. And my project started with, I had a massive delivery. Can't remember what I was going to say now. Yeah, so I had a delivery and it gave me loads and loads of cardboard basically. Corrugated cardboard, which is cardboard where you've got the, let me just get you a raw piece so I can show you. Lots of cardboard actually by the time I cut it down. So it was a really great box because there was all these different shaped things in there, shaped pieces of cardboard, and so I cut it all up, and because it just looked too good to throw away, you know, one of those jobs where you think, I know I should recycle this because it's great to recycle, but I just can't because there's just so many uses that I could put it to. So the corrugated paper is when you've got two sheets of this corrugated stuff in between two sheets of normal brown card, So I thought, oh, okay, what am I going to do with it? So I started off and I just thought, I'll use that. What am I going to do with it? And then I started painting it, and then I got to sticking some paper on it. And then I ended up thinking, I'll put the old papers that I've just created last time. I tried to upload some videos before my computer crashed. And so I started there, and then I decided, okay, I've got some really nice papers, so let's just put them together and make some cards of some format. So these are corrugated. These are painted the back black, and I've used one A4 sheet of pre-printed papers that I've done, and these are the prints. I did video again how I was doing these while I was doing this, but the computer had that meltdown and so you never got to see the process of how I created all of this. But these are the results, and there's another another sheet of paper that I had created, and so they are all now stuck on card. Now my question was then, so what am I now going to do with them? So I may have said this on other videos, that I don't struggle, or maybe I do. What do I do next? How do I use them? So that's where I tend to go, well, I'll put that to one side and I'll come back to it another day. So all I've done with these is just edged them in black, not even an archival ink, just a Hobbycraft ink pad, and I've just gone around the edges. You can probably see better on that one, just with the ink pad. But then I decided I didn't like that bit. You can still see that bit, so I didn't think this out when I was doing it. I just kind of did it and then realised, do you know what? I should have masking taped that off before I started, or actually I should have just done what I did on the next piece of card. So I had another piece of cardboard that was from another parcel. It's actually this one's got a fold in it, here and here. So I painted the back black with acrylic, and then I got my painty paper and just folded it and just covered it. I don't know why I didn't think of that with those are the ones, but I was just starting the process and wanted to just start something. And sometimes when you start something, you don't really think about how you're going to do it and why you're going to do it. And then when you get to the bit that you've done, you then think, oh, I could have done that a different way. So this one is longer, and I can't get it all on screen there because of the camera. But yeah, it's pretty long. I'd probably say about 12 inches by maybe 12 inches maybe, but I don't have my ruler to hand. She lies because it's in my little craft box here. Wait 1 second, people. Yeah, this is just over 12 inches, 5 bit inches by, yeah, I wasn't far out, just under 6. So not bad for guesswork. So this again, I thought to myself, okay, well, I've made all of these. Now what am I going to do with them? So you guys may have the same problem. Maybe you don't. And you could inspire me. What could I use these for now? I've got 4 of the same colour. Okay, what could I use them for? So put your comments, positive comments below. What would you use these for? So here's my thinking. And this is my not finishing my projects kind of thing that I do ever so well, is I never finish them because I'm only in this mode. I kind of get into the painty mode and I do all my papers and then I can't do any more with them. And then another day, I'll think, like today, I think, oh, okay, I'll just do this with them. But it never seems to then evolve into anything else because I like to do this with them. So just sticking cardboard, painting, and just that's it. And then I can't seem to get into what I should do next. And also, because you might have the same issues with this. And also, what I'm going to say is, what was I going to say? I was going to say, I can't even remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so now I've got the card. What am I going to do with them next? And that never happens on the same day. Never for me. Very rare, I should say. It will all complete on the same day. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I definitely know I'm what I term as a dragonfly energy. I'll flip from one thing to another because that's just who I've learned to be. I've just become that person. I don't know why. Can't tell you why, or there's no rhyme or reason, and it doesn't matter. Nobody's perfect, and I'm definitely far from it. So I thought to myself, okay, if I was to inspire somebody, what could I do with these? Well, you could make them hinged. You could put hinges on the back, and then you could use them like that, just hinged, and have them on your desk with a couple of photos on the back. Or maybe if I put them in camera shot, you might be able to see what I'm talking about. So you could hinge these or even stick them together like that. But you could hinge them with some tape on the back, washi tape especially, because that bends really nice. And you could have this as a photo frame thingy-majiggy on your desk if you go to work or on your desk at home. And you could even have it that way. So again, or you could use it as a book cover there and there. And you could find a way of then adding your books, adding your papers in here. You could bend it in half because it is corrugated, and so the crease there would bend really nice, and you could have little books with, so these could be book covers with paint papers in, or just craft papers in, or whatever papers in, or you could actually make a photo album with pockets inside. See, I've got all these ideas, but I won't use them as that because they don't inspire me. They might inspire you, but they just don't float the boat for me. Or you could put them separate like this. Oh, let me just get these other ones out of the way so you can see this. Yeah, so you could put them like this. Let me just get that against my black jumper so you can kind of see where I'm going with that. And put them onto ribbon, so your ribbon would attach through the back, or you could put rope and hang them, so you could have them as 4 separate ones like this, or you could have, and so you could attach them with ribbon, and then have a piece of ribbon at the top, and then you could put inspiring words. Oh, sorry, that's my dehydrator bleeping in the background. It'll go off in a second. Just dehydrating my kale chips. There you go. Sorry about that. So, oh, that's quiet without that on. So you've got 4 kind of plates here. And again, what's just coming to mind was that looked like 4 tiles then. And I thought, okay, just as I was talking to you about what to do with them, you could probably clear varnish all of it and hang them outside. I don't know because I've never tried it, but I'm guessing you could if you clear varnish with yacht varnish, a yacht varnish like a sealant, then you could hang them outside. as decorations on your fence or something. So what ways could you use them? There's just so many, but right now I'm not in the usage mode, I'm in the making mode, if that makes sense. And I never get past that. When I'm doing this, I can't seem to get to the next stage of what I'm going to do with it. Could put just inspired words on it. You could use them as postcards, you could use them as tiles, you could probably use them as coasters if you was to put an acrylic varnish on there, or a yacht varnish, clear yacht varnish. You could probably use these as just table mats, little table mats, and they're not very big and they're not even square. So that one's 5.5 by 4, and that one's just 4 by 5 and just over 5.5. So they're not exactly square. Some of them are a little tinchy bit bigger than the others, but at the end of the day, I was using 1 whole sheet of paper and 4 pieces of cardboard from the box because I wanted to use the box up. So how else? And you could actually, what you could do, see if I come up with another idea, you could actually even glue that back together to make 4 another picture. You could stitch that together actually, because it's only not very hard card, because you could stitch between the ribbles, between the corrugated bit, and that might look quite nice. Or you could do whatever really. You could pin it back together and use it as a board like that. Who knows? The world is your oyster in regards as to what you could do with it. So let's get you inspired and motivated and get your brains going. Just put in a comment below, what would you and how would you use them? Just give me a couple of ideas, and that will help you help me to help you, if that makes sense. So I'm helping you to get your brains going and think about how would you use them. And then you can put that below, and that will help somebody else when they read it. Oh, that's a good idea. Never thought of doing that. You could put ribbon through each one, through the top of here, punch a hole, and put some ribbon. And just you could put a message on there for somebody. You could put a picture. And I remember now what I was going to say earlier to you. I have another difficulty sometimes, not all the time. I just love my painty papers and I hate covering them up. I just love it like that. And so when I come to think about what else I could do with it, I struggle with that because, and maybe you have the same issue, I don't know. But if you do, I don't have a solution for you. Sorry on that one. What I do know is that, I have that same issue, that I love that so much, I kind of don't want to do anything else with it. And yet I think, but it could look good if I carried on. It would also look great if I carried on and put a statement on or a picture. You could use that as the frame and put a picture in the middle. You could put a quote there and put it on your fridge. On the back, you could put a couple of magnets and stick it on your fridge if you've got a fridge that is not integrated into your units. You could put it in your car with a little message on, or you could cut it up into inches, twinches, and whatever cinches that go on out there in the world. And again, this one, as I said, I could fold it in half and have quotes and stuff on it, or have it on your desk as a piece of inspiration. What would you do, my little friends? What would you do? So put your comments below about what you would do with your card and your picture, your whatever you want to call it, postcard, post picture, and just see what let's just see where this goes. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, that's fine. I won't be offended because I won't know that you've looked at it and not written really, will I? So what else do I have to tell you from Create-a-Licious land? Well, good news. There's some good news, people. The good news in the UK, it only happens in the UK, I think. We put our clocks forward tonight, which means we get 1 hour more light, which means more crafting. Because I do believe that crafting is a lot easier to do in the daylight, because it gives you a better lighting and maybe you've got great lighting in your studio, wherever, which is awesome. And it just brings some happy deliciousness to your life with nice blue skies on way, of which we've got this weekend, which is awesome. Still very, very cold, but beautiful. It's what I call conservatory weather, where you sit behind glass and enjoy the sunshine and the blue skies and don't get cold. And have some beautiful music going on in the background with some nice candles, floral candles going, some good quality ones where you can just enjoy life. And that's just another way of getting you motivated and up and out. So that's all there is to it, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you because the other video wouldn't upload. Not sure whether it's iMovie, whether it's YouTube, whether it's, I'm not sure anyway, because I'm not technical, and to be honest, I really don't care. So what's next? I do love saying that word, so do I not? I have nothing else to share with you right now in this video. So there we go again. There's that so word. I believe in you. Keep smiling. Have an awesome week. Whatever you're doing, even if it's nothing, just be awesome within being nothing. If you're bored, be awesome at being bored. If you're doing something creative, be awesome at being creative. If you're just going out for a walk, be awesome at walking. And allow the world to be bright around you. See you next time.